Hello, welcome back. Today's video is a bit different. I'm just walking down the street, but it's been on my head and I tend to do most of my best thinking when I'm walking. Have you seen Essena O'Neill's video? All about her social media attitude and how she's coming off social media and whatever else. It's got me thinking, I kind of feel a bit sorry for her, I guess. She seems to have had a lot of pressure on her. I think a lot of it was self-imposed though. Surely, you know, the amount of time she spent measuring waist and looking up all these kind of measurements and trying to maintain this outward facade, it feels very much, based on what she has said, that it was self-imposed, or maybe it was peer pressure. Oh, strap in the way there. Maybe it was peer pressure, but peer pressure online. So it was imagined almost, I guess. Like, people can be cruel online because it's pretty anonymous. So maybe that has something to do with it as well. But I don't know that social media is bad. I think if you think that everything you're looking at is true to life, then you're a wee bit delusional, possibly, or just you've no perspective. Because I, for one, if you follow me on Instagram, like, mine isn't far from perfect. I don't really care. I like to pop up with what I like. And maybe that's because I'm older and I've had more life experience, or I'm maybe fortunate that I didn't grow up at a time when, you know, social media was just everything. So maybe I'm very fortunate. I do think that has something to do with it. Like, we're a generation that we grew up without internet. So we didn't necessarily always have the same pressure to look certain ways or act a certain way, because all of our peers could view us like, no matter what country you're in, you could look at somebody else and sort of judge them. I'm sorry, but younger people can be mean. I think the older you get, the more realistic you become about these sort of things. But I don't know. There's definitely a conversation to be had. I think there's a lot of peer pressure on younger people in regards to sexuality, in regards to what they look like, all of this. However, I don't think it's the social media that's the bad thing. I think it's the, you know, there's the saying in IT where it's between the computer and the chair. That's where the problem lies. It's the people and how they utilise the tool. So I use social media and I've met some excellent people and I've met some really good friends, and I use it as a good thing and I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. But I don't spend all of my time on it. I definitely spend time scrolling through Instagram. I'm a killer for that. But, you know, I have other things to do with my life. So maybe it's about perspective as well. Maybe it's introducing the fact that there are other things in life to be doing. I think she also comes across as a bit of extremist kind of personality. She's gone from all the social media all of the time and spending like entire days taking pictures, to now cutting social media entirely, and now she's on Vimeo, and she just has gone completely the other way. So she seems quite an extremist personality as well. But I don't know, what do you think? I can definitely sympathise with her. Like, when I was younger, without a doubt, I was very easily led. I was very easily influenced by other people, and, you know, I was easily by peers and that kind of stuff. But as I got older, those qualities diminished, and I kind of got a grip of me and who I was and how comfortable I was with myself and what I wanted, which I think is what she is going through. She's not getting to that point where she's starting to figure herself out. It's just, she seems to be quite extreme. So I wonder if I had been growing up and social media was so rampant, I guess, or so there's so much of it, and I had those obsessive tendencies, would I have ended up in the same boat that she's in? Because she seems like she is starting to get herself together a bit, but she is very much one way or the other. There's no grey area. But I don't know. She's not come out with a second video on Vimeo, and how, you know, she just wants to have the conversation about social media and this, that and the other. And I think it's a wee bit of a cop-out, because frankly, you need to take responsibility for yourself and your actions. And yeah, it was definitely peer pressure, but it was also pressure you had put on yourself, and it was how you interpreted it. So, you know, take responsibility that way. But I don't know, I feel a bit sorry for her, I guess is the best way. She had some interesting points, but I don't know if they were the best put across, or you know, blaming social media for the way that she was. I'm sure if it wasn't social media, it would have been magazines, it would have been media in general, it could have been something else. But yeah, I don't appreciate that she was blaming things like social media, especially when there's people like myself, and there's so many other people who can use it entirely fine with a bit of balance and, you know, get on with their lives. The fact that she was like, in the more recent video, she's like, oh, but people spend hours watching YouTube videos and this kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, people spend hours watching TV, mind-numbing TV. At least when you're watching YouTube, you generally are choosing what you watch. I tend to use it as an aspirational kind of tool. Like I watch a lot of travel bloggers and that kind of stuff because I want to go traveling. I want to find out more about it. Some people don't. Some people just, I guess, become starstruck by people and follow everything they do and this, that and the other. But to blame social media for your own inabilities or decisions is a bit silly. I thought she was a bit dismissive of those of us that do it for a hobby and enjoy doing it for the crack and enjoy putting content out and enjoy editing and doing that. Like, there are definitely people on Instagram who I know who will apply all the filters to their face, and it's like, oh, I've just been posing, I was trying to get this look, and kind of makes me chuckle because you just sort of like, oh, it's okay, sweetie, we know you took about 100 photos and that you've applied that filter to get rid of any blemishes. It does make me trust you ever so slightly less, but you know, some people feel the pressure to do that, and that's fine. I feel sorry for them a wee bit, but I would always follow people who are being themselves, I guess. So maybe that's where it comes from as well. So if you're on things like Instagram and you follow people who apply all these filters to make their skin look perfect, like there is an app for that, maybe you're more likely to be influenced in a negative fashion because that's the kind of people you watch and follow. But some of us don't. A lot of us don't. So I guess to sum it up, because I don't want this to be long, it doesn't need to be. Extreme ways of reacting are maybe not the way forward. You don't need to be all one or all the other. As long as you have some balance, I think you're grand. If you are spending all of your time doing nothing but looking at social media and spending all of your time measuring yourself against other people and, you know, trying to be something you're not, I think you need to catch a grip. I think you need to have somebody in your life who will tell you to catch a grip, or seek some proper help, really. Or, you know, maybe you need to turn off the media for a while and reassess things. Digging. But if you're like myself and you have a good balance and you still have a life, I think you're fine. I don't think social media is bad. As I said, I think it's between the computer and the chair. It's all about how you use these things. And as for the whole thing about paid advertisement and everything else, that's immoral, I think, in my opinion, if you're incapable of, you know, highlighting something that's been paid for. And I know there are guidelines now, so I'm not necessarily sure if it's illegal, but you know, it's a bit dubious. But that's a whole other different topic with it. And God love her now, she's come to the point where she's realised that she's cut her nose off to spite her face because she's now looking to be paid on her blog to talk about stuff, which is fine, but you've kind of just slagged off everything you want people to get involved with. So I feel a bit sorry for her. I think she has maybe not necessarily thought everything through, and it may come back to bite her in the ass a bit. So, in conclusion, I hope she gets some sort of help. I hope she finds her peace. Maybe yoga is the way forward for her. Practiced it myself for years, it helps your mind. But I don't think social media is bad. It's all about how you use it, as I've said. But that's it. I'm gonna go. I hope this wasn't too rubbish when I'm walking along to work. But it was just all in my head and I wanted to talk about it. And yeah, I'd love to know what you thought. What you think. Is it terrible? Is it what's between the computer and the chair? Yeah, I'd like to know. And the whole paid advertising thing. Yeah. Anyway, gonna go. Got to get on. We'll be back next week. Chat you soon. Bye, thanks for watching.